Located in the northern New Mexico counties of Sandoval and Rio Arriba, Unit 6A will not disappoint. This unit is managed for quality, meaning that the numbers may be lower, but the quality of deer or elk that will step out in front of you is much greater than other units with higher herd populations. The weather in Unit 6A is the major factor when planning your hunting trip to New Mexico. The early season can best be approached by still hunting near multiple water sources where the deer will be attempting to beat the heat. In addition to considering the heat for water leading you to the deer, the heat also affects their movements. The bucks will be more active at first and last light and will bed down in the shade during the majority of the warmest days. The multiple roads winding throughout the unit allow for accessible hunting areas. However, if you are physically capable, our advice would be to hike away from the crowds into the more remote areas to find less pressured deer. Big bucks are taken from Unit 6A every year, and yours is waiting on you. The average quality for a mule deer in Unit 6A is around 350 to 150 with the occasional 160 buck. The buck-to-doe ratio is 33 to 100. The most densely populated elk herd in New Mexico inhabits this unit according to New Mexico Game and Fish Department. The versatile terrain of Unit 6A is beneficial for glassing elk from a distance and stalking them to firing range. Elk are notorious for sneaking into the nooks and crannies of the forest to remain hidden. The elk are especially vocal in this unit during the late archery season. If not bugling for a cow, you can find the bulls foraging near adjacent crop fields. The average quality of elk in Unit 6A varies anywhere between 280 to 320 with the occasional 330 bull. The current bull-to-cow ratio is 33 to 100. New Mexico Unit 6A's terrain has a blend of geographic features and landscape that is fit for hunters of all physical capabilities. The presence of the Santa Fe National Forest helps to preserve the area to its natural state. The majority of this unit is forested, but with good access points. Although the altitude is elevated, it does not mean that the hiking is all that inclined. There are open areas with near flat terrain that is much easier to maneuver than ridges. The high-elevation evergreen forests are populated with various species of spruces, firs, and pines. Aspen is prevalent as well in the high to mid-elevations of Unit 6A. The lower elevations have landscape covered in shrubbery consisting of sage, various grass varieties, and pinyon juniper woodlands. Generally speaking, the accessibility of Unit 6A New Mexico is very good. There are several roads, big and small, that carve their way throughout the unit, providing hunters a way to travel to hunting locations. However, the smaller roads are not well maintained and become almost impassable following wet weather. Four-wheel drive vehicles are closer to being required, not just recommended, when driving through some of the small roads in Unit 6A. Be prepared with change just in case you need them.